Test 1. Impressions. When you upload a video, YouTube sends it to a tiny group of people. They don't know you, they don't care about your channel, and they're not watching because they're supporting you. They're watching because your video showed up while they were scrolling, and YouTube needs to know how they respond. Think of the first test like handing your video to a stranger in a coffee shop and seeing if they even look up. You're not trying to impress fans, you're trying to impress people who owe you nothing. That's the point. YouTube wants real data from real viewers who don't have a reason to be biased. Your goal here isn't to convince them that you're talented, it's just to convince them that you're interesting enough for the next test. Test 2. Did they click? Once YouTube puts your video in front of people, it watches for one thing. Did they click? This is where most creators misunderstand the platform. YouTube doesn't just judge your video on the effort or emotions or editing or meaning. It only asks, when people saw your video next to other videos, did they choose yours? And this test is important because it tells YouTube something critical. It tells them how your video compares to others in your niche. Imagine your thumbnail is one of 10 options a viewer sees. They're scrolling fast, they're not thinking deeply, their fingers just stop at whatever feels most interesting in that split second. Passing this test means you're grabbing their attention without their permission. This isn't about tricking anyone, it's about being clear, intriguing, and specific. If the test group constantly chooses your video over other creators, YouTube decides that your video might be worth spreading. Your goal in this test is to make a video that someone chooses over everything else on their screen. Test 3. Did they stay? When someone starts your video, their brain instantly evaluates whether or not the video is delivering on the promise you made in your title and thumbnail. If it's slow, confusing, or feels unrelated to what your video was supposed to be about, people leave, and YouTube sees that drop instantly. Passing this test is all about alignment. If the thumbnail promised something interesting, the first 10 seconds need to confirm that promise. You're not trying to shock them or overwhelm them, you just need to show them clearly and quickly that what they clicked for is exactly what they're getting. Your job here is to help them settle in. Guide them into the video. Don't make them wait. Start delivering. Because every second someone stays is YouTube saying, okay, this video might actually be good. Test 4. Did they watch longer than normal? Now YouTube starts comparing you to other creators in your niche. This test is less about what viewers do and more about how your video stacks up against the kind of videos that they usually watch. If someone normally watches 3 minutes of a video in your niche and they watch 4 minutes of yours, that's a win. If they normally watch 10 minutes and they only watch for 2, that's bad. This comparison is important because YouTube doesn't judge your video on some global standard. It only judges you against other videos in your niche. So you're not trying to be perfect, you're trying to be slightly better than whatever else the viewer usually chooses. Your goal here is to keep viewers engaged just a bit longer than expected. Not by using tricks, not by stalling, but by making the video genuinely feel like it's still giving them something worth staying for. Test 5. Did they care enough to react? Next, YouTube watches for signs that your video made people feel something. Not because the platform wants likes or comments, but because reactions show emotional engagement. People only interact when something hits them. YouTube isn't measuring the button you pressed, it's measuring how deeply the video affected you. When a viewer reacts, it tells YouTube that the video wasn't just consumed, it meant something. And that's the kind of video that YouTube wants to push, because emotional videos keep people coming back to their platform. The goal in this test is to create moments. Moments that make someone nod or laugh, think, feel understood, feel challenged. It's telling YouTube that people aren't just watching this, they're connecting to it in some way. Test 6. Did your video start a watch session? Now we get into one of the most important and powerful tests. Did your video make people keep watching YouTube? YouTube is a business, and its goal is to keep viewers on the platform. If your video leads someone to watch another video afterwards, whether or not it's yours, YouTube sees that as a huge win. Although you should make multiple videos on the subject, that way it is yours. Passing this test means you made a video that people didn't want to walk away from. Your video gave them enough energy or curiosity to keep going. You didn't drain them, you didn't bore them, you didn't confuse them, you inspired more viewing. This is where your structure, pacing, and clarity really matters. If your video naturally leads them into more videos because it fires up curiosity or solves one question while raising the next, YouTube marks it as a session starter, and session starters get pushed harder. That's what she said. Test 7. Would they watch again? This test is rare, but when it triggers, the video just takes off. YouTube looks to see if anyone rewatches the video. Even a small percentage sends a huge signal. Rewatching tells the algorithm this video has real staying power. And when YouTube sees that, it pushes the video everywhere. The homepage, browsing, suggested, all of it. Passing this test usually comes from videos that might feel meaningful, entertaining, emotional, or very just evergreen videos. If your video creates that feeling, you're in a different league. Test 8. Does YouTube trust you? This test isn't about the video at all. It's about you as the creator. Over time, YouTube builds a profile on your channel. This is your long-term trust score. You can't see it, but YouTube uses it constantly. If you're consistent and your videos hold attention, YouTube tests your uploads more aggressively. If your videos often lose viewers early, YouTube becomes cautious. Not out of punishment, just out of prediction. You don't need perfection, you just need repeatable quality. That's how you build trust.